Now, today specifically, we're focusing on one of ACI's #1 strategic goals, which is workforce development, which the YPs have taken on themselves to say, hey, we're going to help with the strategic plan. This is what we want to do to help the strategic plan. So I would love for you, Lydia, because you came up with the initial idea. Tell us a little bit more about Say Yes.
Well, I think a group of us definitely came up with this idea because we were all talking about the same thing. How can we help with retainment? How can we, once we get some really awesome young people in the industry, how can we keep them? And one of the best things I think that we can do for young people today is celebrate when they are doing a great job, showing up to work every day. So we wanted to figure out a way to celebrate our exemplary apprentices out in the field the same way we do with our exemplary college students, like scholarship, right? So we came up with the Skilled Trade Award in addition to the scholarship donation. And every year, the way we raise money for that award or those series of awards is typically through big events like Oktoberfest. And unfortunately, 2020 has really shut those types of things down. And we, back in March, we anticipated that we needed to get creative with what we were doing. And with a group like ours, we get very creative and we like to have a lot of fun. So we came up with this event, Say Yes to the Mess, and initially the idea was that we were going to have folks representing their companies get messy, as in food fight messy, just covered in some nasty stuff.
Yay,
eggs and
eggs.
flour, chocolate. But in light of everything really just staying the course the way it is, our executive director, Terry, came up with a fantastic idea to let's hold off on the food and put the money we would have spent towards that, make an extra donation, a special donation to the Cincinnati Free Store Food Bank. So we get to add that to our list of wonderful things that we're doing today. And that doesn't mean, though, that our participants are escaping a mess. No,
Nope,
it doesn't.
that's not how we roll.
And I feel that because I'm going to be involved in this at the end of the day, too. And so is Eric. Eric's going to be getting messy as well. So we are going to be starting here in just a minute. And before we get started, after we go through this, Erica is going to give us some information on how you can get involved with everything that we're doing. So if you feel like, oh, this is so cool and I want to be involved, we're going to talk a little bit more about that after we get started. But what we're really excited about is how successful this fundraiser was. And it's thanks to everybody who's participating today, both here and at home watching. We originally had a goal of just $5,000.
Just $5,000.
But I think we came in a little bit over that, didn't we?
I think a little bit. We ended up raising, thanks to everybody who's watching and participating, $12,160 for the ACI Skilled Trade Awards and ACI YP Scholarship.
That's so exciting. Thank you all so much. High fives. Yes. Let's talk a little bit about why we are here, because there's some folks that are probably just tuning in to catch Tony. And he is from cHc, and that is a huge partner for ACI.
Yes.
And what role does cHc play with ACI?
So cHc plays, oh my gosh, like
so many things.
So Mark Lambert is on the board of directors. We have many people from a cHc that have sat on the board of directors and have been past presidents of ACI.
Wow.
We have some sitting on the committee, which Tony, who's going to be getting messy here later today, he sits on the safety committee. I believe as the co-chair too.
Is that right? Tony.
Tony Aponte.
Tony,
come on over, buddy.
Just come on.
Just come on over. Can we have the mic? We're putting you on the spot. Come stand behind here with us.
Come talk to us. We were just wondering, are you the co-chair now for the safety committee?
I am the co-chair for the safety committee.
Okay. So
is this on? Is that on?
Is it on? There we go.
There you go. That's perfect.
So we were talking about all the ways that cHc is involved with ACI. So we've got obviously Mark Lambert on the board of directors. We've got past presidents. You're on safety. Do you know the history of your guys' work with our scholarship?
A little bit.
Okay. Now I know that you guys are
I know we have Harry Harris Scholarship that we give out. He's one of the founders of cHc. And that's been like the history of cHc that's handing that out.
Yeah, and they do, I believe you guys give $5,000 every year, and you are the largest donor throughout all the history of scholarship, which is amazing, and we thank you for that. And for getting involved with this.
Yes, why did you say yes to this? Why did you say yes to the mess, Tony?
Because I am Union Iron Worker at Local 44. I am the safety director for cHc, so I came up through an apprenticeship program. And the industry, I want to promote this industry of construction, Has to be an iron worker, could be any industry, any trade. Just that this is a career, not just a job. And the fact that we're recognizing these apprentices, going through these programs is awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have actually a couple of our apprentices actually won the award. A Bree
Yeah,
Yes.
she was the
Dylan
first
Ashby.
one.
She
Yeah, we were
was.
talking about Bree earlier.
Awesome rock stars for us, and this, I have a good passion about this award because
That's
this
awesome.
promotes the industry, and I'm real passionate about that.
So, knowing what you know now, what would you say to your younger self or someone that is considering going into a trade? What would your advice be?
Like I said, it's a career, not just a job. Like I said, you can take it as far as you want. Like I said, myself, I went to a 4 year. I've been with cHc for 22 years.
Wow.
Did a 4-year apprenticeship through the ironworkers, and there was opportunities in the company to move forward. Because, like I said, that it's a career.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm now a
Yes,
safety
it
director.
is.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can build off the apprenticeship program. Like I said, you can go
Yeah.
into project managing, estimating, and just take that next step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said he's a safety director. He has
Yes.
really grown and built his career, and that's exactly what we want individuals that are in the trades to know. And again, the graduation that's about is probably happening right now or in the next few minutes
Yes.
inside. These are individuals just getting started in the trades, and they're ready to start on Monday, ready to go, and they can also build up to be a safety director or other
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
So it's very inspiring. We cannot thank you enough for being here and continuing to
My
support
honor.
ACI and
Well, and
ACYP.
I was telling Erica that I couldn't wait for Tony to get here today because I might not have a lot of stuff on this sheet, but I got a lot of stuff to say. Because you participate so much in everything that we, especially in what I do
Yes.
with the construction career advocacy
Yeah.
program, that I could fill this page with writing, but I've got it up here.
Yep.
And we are so grateful for not only you being here today, but just how much cHc supports
Absolutely.
the next generation. Just constantly thinking of how do we support young people? What can we do? And that type of partnership and example is so
Yes.
important to what we are trying to do with the
Absolutely.
industry regionally. So we're really grateful that you're here today.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm honored to be here. Like I said, I know
But are you
COVID
ready?
2020 kind of threw a little mix of the camps.
Yes,
Yes.
I
it
look
did.
forward. Like I usually volunteer at the camps and
Yes.
for that, so I plan to be part of that for a long, long time.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Bring more people. Let's get them
Exactly.
involved.
Okay,
Exactly.
well, let's get you situated.
Yes.
And Erica and I are going to talk real quick about the event.
Yes.
Why we're here today.
Yeah.
I think we're ready when you're ready, and we're probably going to talk a little bit about what they're doing after Charlie begins.
So
See,
Charlie is back in.
there.
Yeah, he is back in the driver's seat. Might be doing some more head shaving today.
Charlie's our fill-in.
I love this. I mean, he's got the gloves. He's got like nice little swirl candy. Again, it looks like marshmallow fluff.
It
All
does.
you need is like some peanut butter and some bread. And you can see it.
Oh, marshmallow fluff should
Yes.
be on the list
Ah.
for next year.
Oh God.
I'll never get that out of my hair.
Again, glitter bombs.
Everybody was allowed to bring somebody if they wanted
Yes.
to do their mess for them. But we said that we would have a fill-in.
Yes.
And Charlie very excitedly told
Oh,
me
yes.
this morning.
I love this.
I think that Kristen might take a turn later, though.
She's saying no.
She very seriously shook her head. Not happening.
I mean, I have never seen you just look fantastic.
And you'll get this later too, right?
No, just me.
Oh.
Me and Eric. Eric's going too.
Yes, I was not. No. Now we're having
I'm about to
changes.
say a little bit.
Let's be
said it
adults
good,
about
right?
this, okay? Oh my gosh. Well, I'll tell you, it's just one of many things that Tony Aponte has done
Yes.
for workforce development. And like I said earlier, I was really excited for Tony to get here because he was one of the first people I ever met when I took on my role. Originally, I was an assistant to Ann Mitchell, who was my predecessor.
Yep.
She asked me if I wanted to, oh, here comes the pie. This is, I think,
Oh.
Charlie's favorite part. Ann had asked me if I wanted to help her out with a construction camp because I was working with summer camps prior
Yes.
to taking on this job, and I had moved to Cincinnati. Here we go. Absolutely. That's the way to do it, Charlie.
Yes. Oh, get it right all around there, Charlie.
Yes. The things we do. Anybody watching right now, you can talk to us. You can
Yes.
send messages to our participants, and we will share them inside the chat there. You can engage with us if you want to send a message. But
what we're seeing right now, actually we are seeing it just how Charlie is getting together the ice bath.
Yes.
So now that here we
I love watching it. The replay.
I know. We see the replay. And I'm watching all of these people run by and thinking that they're probably saying, me next. They're probably sweating.